Hey, everybody, come on in. Welcome. This is the part 2 of the Steam page review that I'm doing. I didn't get through enough, and so I'm going to be on the clock, and we are going to do this. We're going to get through. So come on in and please say hello in the chat. Hey, everyone. Okay. Normally I do a little preamble, like welcome. I want to get through this. Here's the thing. I got a time commitment. I have to stop on the hour. So there's no like extended thing. I'm going to try and get through these Steam page reviews as fast as possible and just go through them. Okay. So the reason I'm doing these partially is because I'm celebrating the summer sale. Summer sale is going on right now. And I'm putting all my courses on sale, all of them on sale. And you can get them on howtomarketagame.com/courses or just go to howtomarketagame.com and you can see them. Again, this sale ends on July 1st, like on June 30th. Done. We're done. No more sales. So get it now. Now, here's what I'm doing. Because you're live, I'm putting the course on. If you buy one of the master classes, which are these two classes right here, Wishlist and Visibility Masterclass, or this masterclass, the Pitching Funding Masterclass, I will give you a free copy of Game Marketing Ideas. You have to buy it this hour. What I do is I just, after this, because you're here live, I always try and do the live, little special gift for the live. If you buy that course, all I do is I filter for everybody who bought a course in this hour, and then I'll just credit. It takes me about a couple hours before I can get around to it and do it. I'll do it right away. I'll try my best. But it doesn't happen automatically. You just have to trust me on this one. But if you buy it, one of these two during this hour, I'll pop this one in for free. Now, what is this one? So I just started doing this thing, and I want to show you what I've been doing. Everybody always asks, I say, demos are so important. Then people say, well, what's a good demo? How long should it be? How much should I put into it? What should I cut out of the demo? I got you covered. I've started playing live demos. They're like Let's Plays, but except on YouTube, they're on in this. This is in Game Marketing Ideas. This is the course that I'm going to give you for free if you buy another course during this hour. And I just started uploading these. I'm trying to play through all the top 50. I wrote that blog post today, and I'm trying to play through all these games, all these demos to kind of like get a sense of like, well, how long are they? How much content do they put? How do they message, hey, we don't have enough content. This is not in the demo, but it's in the full game. That's worth it. I'm interested in that stuff. So that's what I'm doing Let's Plays. Okay. So let's get with the Steam page reviews. So thank you so much. I picked, I'm trying to get through 10. And again, I got to stop at the top of the hour. So, pop your Q&As in while I'm talking. But I don't know. Pop your Q&As in the Q&A tab. I won't answer them if they're in general chat. You got to pop them in the Q&A. I'll try and get through them. I'm going to go through these very fast, these Steam page reviews. First one is Improbability Control Bureau. Slow scroll. All right. I'm just going to spoil it right away. I love this Steam page. This is a good Steam page. I don't have any notes really on like, oh, fix this or that. Couple things, and I love it. You all have plenty of warning if you watched my previous live stream. I'm going to click on all of your publisher links. I'm going to click them, all right? And if you didn't fix them, you had a whole week. There was a week for you to fix it. I might cry, okay? So I'm doing this because I clicked Scott H.F. Dunbar. And Scott, hello, Friends Games. Scott, you did it. Yes, congratulations. And that, by the way, is when I realized I think I've reviewed your other Steam page. I reviewed this Steam page. I'm pretty sure I reviewed this Steam page because I remember that capsule. So good job making multiple games. And you also showed them in here. So this is great. You did... you put all your previous games, check out my other games. This is great. This is why, folks, you got to make multiple games. It's the only way to make it in this industry. And Scott's done that. So that's great. Cross promo. Your links work great. Now, the premise here, monitor live surveillance cameras, spot anomalies from eerie furniture shifts to unexpected intrusions, report anomalies to correct them, and survive. I love it. I mean, this short description is great. Great short description. I have no notes. You set up how you play the game, which is like spot anomalies, and then you've got the tag hidden object, which kind of like further clarifies it. Surveillance cam, you set it all up, and you've got this eerie theme. The screenshots are great. The only note I have maybe is this GIF down here. You have like a head in the toilet. Like, I love spot the difference. Is there a head in the toilet? There is a head in the toilet. That one does not have a head in the toilet. I love that. But I don't know. I kind of like the head in the toilet. So one thing, I think every game has this one moment where you're like, that's the image that sticks with people. I kind of feel like head in the toilet might be yours. Might try it out. I might put my first screenshot. Your first screenshot, I think, is that. I would put the head in the toilet the first. I don't know. I do like skeletons playing pool. See, this is the thing is your game has great imagery. Skeletons playing pool, heads in toilets. I would try the head in the toilet. Just put that as your first tag. Maybe even this image, just keep it frozen on the head in the toilet with the spotlight. I don't know. Try it out, but I have no notes. You did great. You've got your cross promo here. You've got the thing. Folks, pay attention to this developer. Really good. Now, I'm going to do a quick scan over here. If I click this, it looks like this is Steam Next. This is your follower chart. It looks like, and I have a feeling you're like, Chris, I have a great Steam page. Why aren't my followers going up? Okay, and I'm just going to transition to my next one. So I think you have a great Steam page, a great concept. You have a demo out, but your follower count is a little low, which means wishlists are low. I'm going to go to my next one, my next game in this thing. Again, I don't have many notes, maybe other than the head in the toilet. So I think you're doing great. And what I always tell people is, even if you have a perfect Steam page, it doesn't matter unless you get external traffic to your Steam page, and then it explodes. Okay. Couple thoughts. Streamers are going to do it for you. Streamers are where it's going to come from. If your trailer didn't take off, whoops, wrong one. If your trailer didn't take off, then it's going to come from streamers. Maybe streamers love a good capsule. Maybe you try a capsule with the head in the toilet. Maybe, because this one kind of reads as Don Draper. It looks like Mad Men, which I don't think quite fits your game. You might consider trying to go head in the toilet in the capsule. I don't know. Or skeletons playing pool. Try a couple of those images, because typically horror games have the bad guy. I mean, I know it's probably like, this guy's actually bad. Like, who are you working for? You're working for the bad guy. I know that, but usually you put a monster in the capsule for a horror game. So maybe try that, and then reach out to streamers so that streamers can put a head in the toilet on their YouTube thumbnail, and then people click it. So that's my only thought. Now, now the thing that I'm talking about, I'm going to switch to one of these. Hang on. I've got another game. I'm switching to the next one, and it's going to, I promise, you're going to understand why. So, Cleared Hot. Okay. Speaking of hot, this game just blew up, and this is my transition based off of the improbability. So, you know how I said Steam pages don't always do it? I'm pretty sure Cleared Hot hasn't changed their Steam page, but I know this developer who's been messaging me, I've been following along. Look at his thing. Posted a viral Reddit post, and it kind of took off from there. See how the traffic took off? See, and this is where it's like, even if I don't know Cleared Hot, maybe you can mention in the comments if you're here. You need to bring the external traffic. Then if your Steam page is good, then it has that option of taking off like this. So back to Improbability Bureau with the head in the toilet, do some outreach, reach out to streamers, try your best. Again, it's going to take like 300 streamers. I've talked to a woman who manages streamer relations for a typical game. She will reach out to 300 streamers with her game, like YouTubers, Twitch streamers. She'll reach out to 300 of them. So try that. Maybe try it with the head in the toilet. Maybe that'll do it. But again, it takes that external bang. They got the bang. This Cleared Hot, this hot game got there from Reddit, and then the trailer took off from there. And strangely, my mouse just died. Let me see. Let me try and fix this. My mouse just died. It's like out of batteries, apparently. What the heck? Okay, folks. I've never had a mouse die live on stream. Let me fix this real quick. Okay, back. Everything good? All right, good. I think it's still going. All right. It's just like my mouse was just like, nope. Okay, so Cleared Hot. Let's go back to Cleared Hot. Okay, so Cleared Hot. if you played Desert Strike, it is that game. Jungle Strike, I love those games. They were EA games. The thing is, so this is, I think most people could make a whole career out of making old EA games that EA has totally abandoned, because who knows what EA is working on now, like The Sims, Jungle Strikes, Desert Strike. If there's an old EA game that you've always loved and they're not making anymore because EA, like a Battlefield 1942, BattleBit made that. I think you could do a whole career out of just picking some game that EA has abandoned that was super awesome, and that's what this game is. And so their strategy needs to be showing we are just like Desert Strike to a specific audience. So Cleared Hot is a nostalgic helicopter shooter with satisfying physics and light tactical elements. Shoot, dodge, and move your squad around on the battlefield and pick up almost anything with your rope and magnet. And so you see how they kind of say nostalgic. They kind of say, like, we are just like that. One thing I might do, and I should have done this before, I would look up some of the the Desert Strike language. I feel like there could be a little bit more about, like, your missions. You got to run missions behind enemy lines or something like that. Set up those stakes. I'm not sure if I totally love the I do like the move your squad around, because that was not in Desert Strike. Desert Strike, you'd always go in and you'd suck out like a POW that was like behind enemy lines. That move your troops is kind of new. So maybe emphasize that. And let's go look to see if you talk about that. So Rain from Hell from Above, that's total Desert Strike. This is perfect. You're showing it. Hot physics action. You show the rocks. I love that. And you show them throwing out. Super cool. Do that. Night missions. Love it. Protect your squad. Transport your squad to take enemy territory or position to defend your base. You did it. You did it. This is a good Steam page. I was like, you should do something about the squad. And then you did it. You talked about how do you deploy your squad. That is awesome. Get creative. Features. Love it. This also, by the way, folks, is really cool the way this developer has done their GIF. They put the text and see how it cuts above and there's a little bit of masking on the GIF. Just shows like we're quality, we're good. Let's check your thing. I'm going to click your name. Let's make sure you did it. I'm going to do it. Good. See Finger Games. Okay. You did it. I'll give you credit for that. Just, you can set a featured game. There's somewhere option in there. It says set a featured game. You only have one game, which is fine. You got to start somewhere. Just feature your game. It just looks empty. It looks like it hasn't fully loaded. Just do that. But congratulations, you did it. You already have 43 followers. This is why you do it, folks, because it takes a long time to get them. And I wonder if you did it and then you got the following, so you get 43 followers. So very good. I like this Steam page. I like the trailer. Everything's good. You show the gameplay in there. I love it. You did great. No notes. Okay, let's go to the next one. Time is honey. Let me scroll down. Let's see. I'm lowering the audio here. Sorry, folks. Thanks for the comments. And Ishan, everything I do is recorded. Every single thing I have ever done or ever will do is recorded. So don't worry, everybody. Don't worry. Everything is recorded. There's nothing that will never be recorded. Okay. All right, folks. So don't make me get the shirt. Don't make me get the shirt. Okay. So anyway, let's do this. So this is Time is Honey. Time is Honey is a relaxing idle game where you open packs to discover a variety of unique bees. Take care of them in a real time and then turn it all into profit. Unlock and customize all the unique hives and enjoy completing a collection of bees. Okay. So a couple things that I see. This open packs to discover a variety of unique bees. Yes, it's the mechanic, but I kind of like selling the fantasy first and then doing the mechanics, because it's like, it doesn't make sense. You're like, open a pack of bees. Oh, it's cards of bees. So maybe say something like, you manage a hive. I kind of see that as like, it's an idle game where you manage a hive. And then the next sentence is like, you collect bees by opening card packs that turn into bees, or something like that. You know, it just seems, just the wording of that just makes me sound so weird. It's like a pack of bees. where you open packs to discover a variety of unique bees. Like, what if I went to the grocery store and opened a pack and was like bees shot out of it? That kind of is a little weird. So that is that. One thing about relaxing, I don't know. Maybe I don't know if this is American culture, but we always say busy as a bee. Like, bees are busy. They're not relaxed. Bees are very like like they work all the time. Worker bee. That's what we call people who are busy. Worker bees. That is not relaxing. So I'm kind of feeling a little cognitive dissonance between relaxing and busy bees, which is fine. I think the bees are adorable. Bees are cool. Bees are like a hot thing, like trending wise. You know, like people always like to put bees on stuff. And honey's cool. There's a whole restaurant near me that's all bee and honey themed, or a coffee shop. So I just think taking out the relaxing thing, I think idlers, just say, I think it's cozy. I think it's wholesome. I don't know if it's relaxing. So I just take the relaxing. I just get something a little dissonant. So, but again, I would just clean up that little bit about opening a pack of bees, which just sounds, I don't understand it. I think what it is you don't have to mention the pack of cards. I don't think, not until down low. Just say like you collect bees and you manage a hive and you can decorate them and do that sort of thing. It's just that just always kind of struck me kind of weird. Okay, let's go down to your. I'm going to just shoot down to your similar. You did it. Look this. Okay, so Rusty's retirement I think is the closest corollary to you. It's a management idler. Down below at the bottom of the screen is farming. You've got the farming games. I think you did good. Planet Zoo. I don't know why Planet Zoo. Just I don't know, but I think they're pretty good. I think your tags are pretty good. You're showing up with the right genres. Great job. And then let's see here. So let's look at your about this game, because what happens is if people are kind of intrigued, they will go down and look at your more like this. So let's see if we understand things. Bee packs, open bee packs to discover rare and unique bee types, experience the thrill of uncovering a wide range. Unique bees, each of their own cute. This again, I get the packs thing. I understand it's like trading Pokemon cards or something. It still just seems weird to open bees. I don't know. Maybe something like, I think it's just missing one extra step where it's like bees are traded. I don't know. There's just something I can't give you. I don't know why that sounds so weird. This though, I think is your thing. I think that bee pack should be second. The primary thing that you're doing is nurturing your bees. It's just that you decided to deal the bees out via card. Okay, so I think this should be your first one because it just sets the effort, the effect, which is, hey, you're managing a honey hive, and then customize your cute bees. I think this should be number 2. That's so cute. Keep that up, and then lock. You could almost combine this with the thing. Unlock 150 bee types, and then you put the card pack under that. Then I think it is. I feel like you're putting the card pack thing number 1, and I just don't think it's as interesting as like putting a hat on a bee. I would prioritize. I would say like you could put a hat on a bee way before I talked about the card packs. Okay, I just don't think the card packs are your selling proposition. I think the selling proposition is you get to manage this cute hive of bees. Okay, so I don't know. That's just kind of my thought. Try it out, see if it works. Let's click your name, title, Quick Dog. Quick dog. Let's get this creator page created, okay? Create the creator page. Get that thing up. Got to get it there. But it's okay. It's okay. We'll be fine. Let me just check your tags here. You got 20 tags. Good. Again, I think you're an idler up higher. I'm a little worried that idler is so low. Let's check on Rusty's retirement, see how their tags are. See, idler is number 2 with them. You might even be a farming sim because it's bees. Try for a little while just copying Rusty's tags. I think you're pretty much all of them. I would just do most of those tags. Just copy all those tags. Okay. I know you got them matched down below, but I would just try it. Okay. All right, let's go to the next one. Let me make sure I took some notes. I just want to see. Okay, let's go to the next one. Yeah, I think the main thing that I would just do is your game is adorable and bees are always have a moment. I just move more cute stuff in there. Again, I think putting a hat on a bee is so adorable. I would see more of that. Again, I feel like you're hung up on the card thing. This was like last pack thing. There's your bee with a hat on. That is like, I do that screenshot number 2. The bee with a hat. I think this is a great first screenshot because it shows the hive. Bee with a hat. And then I think you got too many menus. I always say put UI in, but I think you might have too many menus. I do more cute bees wearing stuff and more about the bees in different costumes and stuff. I do like the menus. Like, this is a great menu. Keep that. I just think there's too many things. Yeah, too many cards, too many that thing. Focus on the bees. Like Wolf Bee. I want to see how to get Wolf Bee. That's awesome. Okay. Great capsule, by the way. I love it. Okay. Let's see here. Let's do this next one. Hotel Galactic. Let me do a slow scroll here. All right, here we go. All right, let's go to the top here. Hotel Galactic is a cozy management game inspired by Studio Ghibli's classic pictures. Build the tourist destination of your dreams, oversee and unite your staff to forge a quirky family and make new friends as you explore this wholesome, nostalgic world. Okay, I think this is great. Like, I know probably some people in the comments are going to be like, "Oh, can you mention Studio Ghibli?" I don't know. You're small enough. I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. Maybe talk to a lawyer, but I actually think it's fine. And it really, when you said that, it really just set my mind right out. I was like, yes, I get it. And if you watch this trailer, it is good. You know all this Ghibli stuff. Like, like everything Ghibli was just nailed. You did it in the trailer. You know how I normally say don't do cinematic trailers? If you're claiming to be a Studio Ghibli inspired game, you kind of have to. And so I totally get it. I would put gameplay. I would just cut a couple gameplay within seconds. So you get, I think the ship coming out of the cloud. Just like there, and then right after that, I'd put in a clip of gameplay, and then I'd go to more Ghibli stuff, and then gameplay, and Ghibli gameplay, Ghibli gameplay. I would kind of try and do that, I think, and then so now the screenshots. Let's talk about the screenshots. First off, hotel management, Ghibli style, sounds like a good combo. The first screenshot you have, yes, the grass looks Ghibli, but and it looks beautiful, beautiful game. It's just kind of a weird screenshot. It's like you're managing a hotel. That's what it is. Like managing this in very Ghibli steam bath, Spirited Away type of thing. But the first screenshot you chose to represent your game is this like back of a creature like hitting a rock. The first screenshot sets the mood, and it's like, hey, we are a management hotel. So I would imagine a beautiful Ghibli-esque, almost looking like straight out of Spirited Away shot of gameplay where you are managing a health spa instead of like hitting a rock from the back. I don't fully understand what's going on in the image. I can't find a center bit of focus. Like my eye doesn't know what to look at. I just don't see it. And then the second one, I like it, but again, it's not gameplay. Like, yes, it feels Ghibli-esque maybe later on, but I don't like cinematics. It looks great. I just don't like cinematics and screenshots because we're going for gameplay. Again, this one looks good. Like it looks, but it looks like the UI is obscuring something. I just, all the screenshots, this one's good. Like this shows UI, shows gameplay, but again, it just doesn't show in the way that looks Ghibli-esque. I mean, it's hard, but what I'm saying is this is starting to look good. This is a good screenshot. This is what I'm kind of going for, where it looks like you're managing an inn, and I can see it, and it's gameplay, and it's all that. This is a better screenshot. I would expect that one to be number one. Even maybe this one, maybe something like that. I just feel like all the screenshots, I'm waiting for that one that looks like Spirited Away, which I think is the thing you're going for, where it's like you manage this health spa with cute forest creatures living in it. And I don't quite see it. Like every screenshot is like just almost there. And I would say maybe what you could do is in the game, try and recreate Spirited Away. Like just try and build like the most Spirited Away level. Like just based on the movie, I never remember where it was in the movie, but like, oh, here's where the kitchen is. Try and recreate that, and then take your screenshots from there and try and frame it like you're trying to shoot Studio Ghibli's Spirited Away, and then make that the screenshot. It just like the screenshots aren't selling the fantasy that your trailer does. Your trailer does such a good job saying Ghibli, and then the screenshots, I'm like, I can see it, but only after the fact. So that's the main feedback that I see. Okay, you did a Kickstarter. Has been done? Kickstarter? Is it already started? It's coming up. Okay, good. Got a lot of followers. Good. I know nothing about Kickstarter, but I love the call to action right up top. Good job. And more. You're doing the more thing. Now this. Okay, now this is hot. This looks so good. The animation of all the logs and stuff. I don't think I saw that in the trailer, but man, that is good looking. This shows so much quality. Like, how is that even possible? How did you even do that in code and stuff? This should be in the trailer or something. I can't remember if it is, but this kind of gameplay, this is not like cinematic. At least I don't think. There was so much cinematic in the trailer. I would just intercut some of the stuff right here and really showing it. So that looks good. That looks really good. Again, this looks good because it's got the Ghibli grass, Ghibli forestry, but it's okay. I just feel like there should be. I really feel like there should be, and I don't know, I haven't played the game, but I feel like there should be something where it's like you place a spot and then like a woodland creature comes in and just like soaks in the steam. I feel like I'm wanting that. And if your game has that, I would show it. That's the thing, is I feel like that the gameplay is not selling the fantasy like the trailer is. And your trailer did awesome. Okay. Let's try it. Let's click it. Good job, Ancient Forge. You did it. Good job. Thank you so much for putting it in so I don't have to cry. Here's your featured image, which is your latest game. Great. You got 600 followers. This is good. Good job. Good page. Let me go back and just check your tags real quick. We'll do one quick check of the tags just to see. I want to make sure that there's management stuff. Stardew, Plum Grove. Yeah, I could see that. I would assume like Fallout Shelter is very similar in the side thing. These all look good. Like Moonstone Island. Yeah. Farming sims, very classic farming sims. So, and it seems good to me. You got a lot of followers. Yeah, colony sim. My only fear, I don't know the colony sim environment as well. Colony sim seems a little bit more hardcore. Like I'm out in space and I have to defend myself against attackers. This game feels a little bit more wholesome than colony sim, but I'll let that up to you. That's the only thought, is like, I'm afraid that colony sim might be throwing things. That's why I think you got RimWorld in there. But anyway, so let's keep going. But good job. Good, beautiful game. Beautiful. Okay. Back to home. Let's do this. I'm going to slow scroll it. All right. So let's do short description. Back to Home is a cozy third-person cat adventure game about exploring beautiful world and solving. You got a spelling error there. Solving puzzles throughout the journey. You will uncover the story about the past of the cat. Now, here's the thing one of the things that a Steam page does is it establishes quality. It says, like, I am a quality game. I'm a developer who cares and really, really puts the right stuff forward. I've watched everything. I've checked all the boxes. And when I see 2 spelling error typos right in the short description, I shouldn't see that. So double check your spelling on that stuff and then go down there. Now, one of the things, so cat games are hot. I did some analysis one time and I found that cat games outperformed dog games by quite a bit, which is great. I like cats better than dogs. I'll just be totally honest here, but I don't want to have that fight. I don't want to have that fight right now. But anyway, so here's the thing though. You are up against some crazy competition and I'm going to show this thing. I just saw this thing and it just made me think about it. Okay. So on Twitter, did you see on Twitter, somebody posted how Stray was made? It had, they put the balls and they motion captured a cat going through, and like, that's how they made Stray look so good. And you are competing against these games. This is why I talk about these games where it's like controlling the main character. I'm still brewing on the idea. I'm still waiting on it. But controlling the main character is super risky for indies, especially if it's your first game, because the established games where you control the main character, the level of quality is so high, and to control a quadruped cat is very difficult. Okay. And so, I mean, Stray, they literally set up a motion capture studio and they brought a cat and they put balls on the cat to motion capture the cat. That is such a high level of quality. You are being compared to that. Unfortunately, this is why it's so, I consider it so risky to control the main character. And so people are looking at things, and, you know, when I say established quality, there are a couple of things when I'm like looking at it. Let me see here. Let me find it. I was looking at this and I was like, what? Oh, you may have taken it out. I think you updated your page since I last looked at it. There was one shot that I saw. Yeah, I think you cleaned it up. That's good. Well, if you cleaned it up since I last looked at this, let me just check one more time. Yeah, there was one. I think you cleaned it up. You must have been updating your Steam page. There was one where the cat was sitting on a rock and his foot was clipping through the rock, and it was like that was one of the screenshots, but you took it out. So I don't have to say that point. So good job, I guess, on that. The one thought I have is all the screenshots show the cat from the same angle. You know, they're all from behind. So I would expect if it's a platformer to see the cat kind of jumping to the platforms or doing something like that, or the cat face. Like cat faces, they're so cute. So one, even though I normally say it should be the angle from gameplay, we're talking a cat game here. You got to do one. I mean, it can still be gameplay. You just kind of turn the cat before the camera spins around, so you get a little bit of the cat face. Like I'd expect cat face. Like it's so cute. And I mean, one thing I don't know, but I saw no cat butt. Like I saw one where the cat tail was up and there was no cat butt, and like that's a thing. Some people really care about the cat butt. You kind of censored it. I don't know if that's good or bad. Maybe one showing a little bit of the old the cat, a full anatomy of the cat, which is one thing that happens when you get a cat. It's like you see it all the time. So just watch out for that. I think it's good. I mean, come on, we're talking cat games. The only other thing with a capsule that I see is if you squint, it's really hard to see the cat. The cat is white on white and he's small. You got a cat game. Get that cat face all the way up right in front. Look at these games. Little kitty, big city. Look at this capsule. This is how you sell a cat game. You put that cat right up front. You're like, kitty, this is how you do it. You got to sell the cat. Nobody cares about the man's silhouette. I know you're like trying to say, oh, the cat's away from the man. It doesn't matter. That's not what people don't play the cat game because it's like, oh, well, the cat is away from the man. No. They play it because there's a cute kitty face like right in there. You got to get the kitty face. Look at that. Look at that kitty smile. His eyes are kind of crossed. Oh, golly. That's so cute. And you got the little paws. Like, you got to get this stuff in here. That's what sells the cat game. So get that cat in the capsule. Big up front. I don't see any cat faces. I don't see any kitty faces. Look at that. No kitty faces. I mean, look at, let's look at the other one. Where's Stray? If we look at Stray, cat face right up front. You put the cat right there. So you need to spin that cat right up to the front of the capsule. You got to get the cat in there. I got to see in the screenshots one kitty face, and I got to see the cat doing something, not just running around the grass. Now, I'll be honest. The grass is beautiful. Like, your environment's really pretty. But what it's telling me is like, okay, it just looks like you just run around a field. I need to see some action doing something. I know it might be still in development, but you got to show the cat doing something other than just running through the grass. Even though the grass is really pretty. You did a great job on the environment. So get that cat in there. You got to understand what you're doing there. And it's cats. Okay. Okay, so you got two big things you got to do today. Fix this and get that kitty right up in the capsule. Let's do it. Because, again, remember, streamers use our capsule, the art that we make, to promote their stream. It's like a weird symbiotic relationship we have with streamers. And this they can't sell. Like, this is so... Look at how small the kitty is. That's a small little kitty. They need a big cat face to put on their YouTube thumbnail, and people will click it. Okay, people will click that. So yeah, get that cat up there, And also back to home is really hard to see. So again, I would hire a capsule artist, do the text. Typically when I see the same text across, in other words, same size letter of each, that indicates that it hasn't been professionally done. Graphic designers are amazing. So hire somebody to do the typography and to make a cute kitty face. Because look at like, you see these like when it's done professionally, like all the letters are different sizes and they like overlap and stuff. When you get a professional to do it, they just do some magic with the text. They make some letters bigger and overlap and stretch letter parts out so that it just looks so good when a professional designer designs the text, a logo maker. So make the logo text. Don't just type it out. You do it. It's worth it. With a kitty game, this is what sells your game. This capsule. A cat game is sold by the capsule. Okay, so make sure you get that. I think that's a big thing. All right, I think you got it. Let's see. I'm halfway through. I think we're getting there. I think we can do this. Okay. And close this cats with jobs. But yeah, definitely get your thing set up. Okay. Rising Army. Let me do a slow scroll. All right. There we go. Okay. Let's see here. Let me just check my notes. I took some notes about why. Hang on. Just want to make sure that I got all my notes so that I don't forget. Okay. Okay, a strategy camp sim where you manage and command your army, training each individual troop and upgrading your army, satisfy your king by completing missions and epic battles against enemies. Lead your lord to legend. Okay, I really like the art style of this game. Color palette is great, really good. So here, my first thought was like, this sounds like Manor Lords, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean that in an excellent, this is cool Manor Lords where you like build a camp, you're working for your lord, and then you send your people out. That game is hot. Manor Lords is million seller. I don't see Manor Lords down here. I would expect Manor Lords to be in here. So maybe I'm misinterpreting what the game is, or I'm misinterpreting the tags or something, but I'd expect you to have the same tags as Manor Lords just based off your description. So that either means that the tags, I mean, like the description is not what I think it is. It sounds very Manor Lords based on your description. And if you're like, no, my game's not anything like Manor Lords, then you got to change your description to be more like whatever your game is. Because this, when I read this, it sounds like Manor Lords, which is great. That's a good thing. So when I look at that, raising a camp and stuff. Now, when I look at this, now with these strategy buildy games, you are creating an open world that somebody can like really customize their base and really go crazy with. And when I look at it, I look at this one, and then I look at this one, look at that one, look at that one. I can tell it's the same map, same layout. You just zoomed in because look, I can see it. You got the fire pit, and then just 2 spaces away there. I know you zoomed in. Yep. And that to me is like, subconsciously the shoppers are thinking, I thought this was going to be a game where everything is customizable. And if you've got in your screenshots 2 screenshots that are the same world, and maybe even have another one ready, yeah, I just don't see enough difference. I love this map. This map's so cool. But yeah, I would expect lots of different camps. If you can, do you have like a snowy biome or something? Maybe a different biome too, but I'd expect at least different layouts to show like, here's all the different ways you could lay out your base. Here's all the things. These type of games live or die how complex they are and how deep they are. And I'm just not seeing that complexity. This is cool. This tells me complexity. Look at all this resources you manage. This is why UI works, because it shows all these resources, how big this world. See, this world looks really impressive, really big. And there's like mountains and forests and grasslands and lakes. So I would expect the screenshots to show all these different biomes, but they're all the grasslands. And I'm like, it's giving me that feeling like, oh, this may be not as deep as I think. Now, I know it's in progress. Like you're probably still developing it. But again, mock up one. Just it doesn't have to fully function. You could just like paint it. I know I just painted, but like give the art and then allow, it doesn't have to work. It's just to show, hey, this is what it's going to look like. So again, in your screenshots, like your animated GIFs, that's the same environment. It's like, it's that one with the cauldron on the side and then the little training camp right next to it. I would expect more variety. And again, your screenshots are exactly what your videos are. And so and then the other thing is, and I know you might be in progress, but people judge a lot based on what they see. And this battle just looks not as animated. Like half the guys are just standing with their sword like this. I would expect just like a lot of swinging, like it's chaos and more fighters, but it just feels very still, like not enough is happening. I would either up the, like whatever if there's an end level where you want more things, show the ultimate thing or add just a little bit more animation. If this isn't ready yet, don't show this, because this just feels like it's not fully there. Because watch, you see the guys, they're just getting hit. Like they walk right up to battle and they just get hit in the head. And I'm like, what's going on here? There's something that's not looking finished here. And you've got to show your best face forward. Even though it's like, hey, well, this system isn't fully implemented. If it's not fully implemented, it doesn't look good, get it off your Steam page until it's ready. I know I always say, like, get your Steam page up as soon as you can, but that as soon as you can means as soon as the quality is there. Okay. I'm just a little worried about that. It doesn't look quite right. Okay. So, a strategy camp sim game. I love this. This is really good. Where you manage and command your army, training each individual troop and upgrading your camp, satisfy your king by completing missions and epic battles. Okay. So what is raising an army? I love this as instruction book content. I would expect a gift for managing your army, manage resources to keep your army morale high, promote captains, and assign special roles. I'd expect like a gift of upgrading a guy or looking through your list of soldiers and you pick which one, something to show that action. I think that's great. This is the type of game that Steam loves. So you just got to fulfill that fantasy to show that you're there. So again, kind of show this stuff. Now let's do this. Good old Carlos C. I love it because he changed his name, his fake name. But he makes a battle camp, soldier camp game. So y'all are friends. You should team up. Maybe you could cross promote each other. So let's do this. Let me click your thing. What are we going to do? I'm sorry. We got to do this. I gave you all a week's warning. If you watched my last stream, I was like, get those things up. Create your creator page. Everybody on this call, create your creator page today. Start opening it up. Create that creator page. Just look it up. You have 2 games. Let's go back. Archery Showdown. I should see... You should create a franchise thing, cross promote. You really should. And then let's go one more thing. You got to create Archery Showdown. Where's your link to your new game? You should have a link that says, try my latest game. Even though I know this one didn't do great and it's maybe a different genre, but it's archery soldiers. You should link to your new game from here. So all you do is you create a section that says from the same developer or our next game. And then you just create... just put the URL of your new game right there, and then it links to there. I know it's small, but every time you put this game on sale, how many followers? You have 340 followers, 340 wish lists probably. Every time you put this game on sale, 340 people get it. 340 people come to this page. 340 people see you have a new game. That's how you manage a game. Like, you have to release a lot of games. You just got to. That's how it works. So raising army, watch out for those things. Okay, let's go to the next one. Space Slog, or is it Spaces Log? I don't know. There's no pronunciation guide, so either Spaces Log or Space Slog. Maybe in the comments mention. Let's see here. So I'm going to take wait one more thing for those who've joined. Just real quick pitch. Remember, I'm doing this as part of my celebration for Steam Summer or Steam Summer Fest, but Chris Summer Fest. This is the summer of Chris. I'm selling all my courses right now. It ends on the 30th. June 30th is the last day. July 1st, all these sales ends. So I'm just trying to make sure people know about it so they do it. So wishlist invisibility class or this pitching funding. If you buy it this hour, I will credit you this for free. Game marketing ideas. I'll just put it in for free because you attended live. Thank you so much for attending live. Because you're attending live, I'm giving this away, but you have to buy one of these two. It doesn't happen automatically. I have to go in after this call and go in and click some buttons. It takes me a little bit to do, but I promise I'll do it. You can ask anybody else who did this last meeting. But if you buy it during this class, you get this thing. Now, what this game marketing ideas is I go through. I actually do Steam page reviews. Look, I recorded a bunch of Steam page reviews, pages and pages of Steam page teardowns. So if you want more of these, I haven't shared these anywhere. Only way to get them is in this game marketing ideas. So you can either just buy game marketing ideas, or you buy this other class and you get this for free during this call. So that's what I've done, Steam page teardowns. But I just started this new thing where I'm also doing gameplay teardowns, where I play the demos and I tell you how to make a demo based on what best practices I see from other games. So just want to remind people, I'm doing this because it's Steam summer sale. It's Chris summer sale for all my courses for how to market a game. So be sure to check that out. So let's go to Space Slog, or Spaces Log, or Space Slog. Okay, build your ship. That right there could sell a ton of games. All you got to do in short description is say build a spaceship. I swear Steam players love building spaceships. I think you can do pretty well just by saying build your spaceship. Anyway, let me get back to it. Build your ship. Manage your crew. Explore the cosmos while trying your best to keep your crew alive and your ship fully functioning. This game utilizes an event-driven AI simulated ship system to ensure gameplay is kept challenging, and every game you play has a different story to tell. All right, let's keep going down. About this game, slog through space and space slog, difficult sci-fi space. Okay, and that's it. Okay. All right, let me go back up. So here's what I thought was Space Slog. Okay, so let me look at some screenshots here. All right here. So first off, you said create your spaceship in the short description, which is awesome. That's Steam. And then this UI looking gnarly. This is Steam UI right here. This is the UI that sells Steam games. I love this. Keep this up. I think this is great. If we go to the next page, though, get this nice simple ship. It's pretty cute. Then the same simple ship again. See it? And there's a game. See how it's like this one? You see this? I really don't like the same screenshots. Now there's this game, Cosmoteer. I've written an article about it. Search Cosmoteer. Best spaceship building game I've seen. Perfect Steam game. With Cosmoteer, people were building. They just gave out that game for free for a long time, and then they started charging for it. People were building the Death Star like that. The simulation was so deep. They're building the Death Star. They were making all these crazy ships, and that's the fantasy you're selling. That's why I said that first first image is so awesome. Part of the fantasy of building your ship is like, I get to build any ship I want to build. You've seen that chart, that famous where they took every sci-fi spaceship and they put it on one giant poster relative to size, and it was like Starship Enterprise. Is a Starship Enterprise bigger than a Star Destroyer? Is this and all these things? People want to build those spaceships, and so they want that fantasy of, I could build anything. This is my favorite sci-fi show, so I want to build that ship. But when I see only two basic ships that I've designed, which is like this one and this one, basically, it's starting to make people go, well, what, do I only get two ships? Is there three ships? Do I have to build off a frame? The fantasy of building your own ship is I get to do anything. So your screenshots need to have thousands of ship types, okay? And we're talking about the endless expanse of space. All the backgrounds are this kind of cloud noise for the most part. Yeah, all the cloud noise. We got to show variety. Steam loves deep games with endless replayability, lots of difference. There needs to be some more difference. And then when you see the same thing over and over again, it starts to make people go, oh, yes, I don't know. There must not be much there. So I would really show more variety in this thing, especially two screenshots back to back that are different or basically the same. I'd fix that. Let's see here. A couple other things, little things. Again, that spaceship is getting covered up by the text. I'd move this on this capsule. I mean, it's great. I would move the spaceship. It's kind of getting covered by the text. maybe even the logo. I mean, it's a cool logo, but maybe not even have it or move it off. Get some spaceship ass in there. You got to get the backside of the spaceship and some long tails. And I'll show you what spaceship ass means. Look at this. 4X spaceship ass means you got to have these tails. Steam broadcast. Look, every space game is required on their capsule to have the spaceship and long tails of Afterburner or that thing. Look at this. Here's Stellaris. Stellaris has it. See that? Spaceship tail. You got to put spaceship ass and you got to have the tail. So move your spaceship up at a vapor trail behind it. You got to do it to say that you're a space game. It's required. It's actually required by Steam. I'm surprised they let you through security because they were like, well, you didn't have space tail. They probably should have canceled your Steam page because you didn't have space tail. I'm just kidding. But really, you need space tail on there. Spaceship ass tail. You actually have spaceship ass tail here. Look at that spaceship ass. You got to get it. It's required for spaceship. Let's look at these. Pretty cool. Let's look at Cosmotier because I want to see. You should be right next to Cosmotier. So let me look up Cosmotier. There's Cosmotier. Look at Cosmotier. Look at their spaceship ass. Look, they have red spaceship ass. Look at that. Red spaceship ass. You got to do it. You got to put the spaceship ass in there. See how different every single screenshot looks? Really cool. So I would just copy there. They have sci-fi single player. Early access. Oh, early access first. Okay, so if you're doing early access, you have to add the early access tag and then scroll it to the bottom. If you do not manually add this early access tag, they automatically insert it at the top. It's really annoying and it messes with the algorithm. So add it through the tagging wizard and then drag it to the bottom. It's this weird bug with Steam. So double check that and get that down there. I do think you need GIFs down here. So make sure you get those GIFs. How your updates doing? Good updates. March, April, May. You're pretty good on the timing. You kind of fell off, but I would do more. Keep going once a month. I know it's hard, but try and get them as many as you can. Okay, the one other thing, AI is kind of a hot potato. Some people love it. Some people really hate it. The term AI has unfortunately gotten new meaning. So when you say AI, I think I know what you mean. It's kind of like the director, just like in Left 4 Dead, where it's like it manages that stuff. I would watch the AI talk. I would say something like procedurally, or don't just literally use the word AI. Right now, whether you like it or not, it's kind of a bad term. It's not that it's a bad term. It's that it's a third rail. Like it just causes fights. And I don't think your game, like a lot of people think that it means AI generated images or something. So I would just change that term to say a director or something. And one other thing is like, it sounds like challenge, like stuff's going to be attacking. None of the pictures show like you being attacked. Like I would expect one of the pictures to have a laser coming in, like an explosion, and then people running to like put out fires. I don't really see that. It just looks very sedate. And one of the things that you said in the description was simulate ship systems to ensure gameplay is challenging and the game has different stories to tell. Well, I want to see those stories. I want to see like an alien ship docking up and invaders coming in, if that's what you do. But it just needs I feel like there needs to be a little bit of extra spice, a little extra pepper on here just to kind of make it more interesting. Okay. I don't know. Like one thing, space slog, it makes your game sound boring, which is funny. It's funny. And then you got a guy sleeping here. I don't know. I feel like it just needs I think you need a little dose of caffeine. I got my coffee here. So it seems like I feel like the Steam page just needs a little oomph. I mean, I know it's called Space Slog. I feel like it just needs a little. Oh, I forgot. It's also I got a little kitty. I got my kitty coffee mug. This is for our previous game too. I'll get the cat in the capsule, and you need a cup of coffee. So I think the Space Slog just needs a little extra zip. Okay, I like the name. I like Space Slog. I maybe put the space because you could interpret it as Spaces Log or Space Slog. I don't know. But anyway, let's go. Let's go to the next one. All right. Anchor. We got 5 minutes. I think I got 3 more. I'm going to do really fast lightning round. Sorry. Okay. Anchor, the Holy City. Scroll down. Fast scroll because we don't have much time. Okay. These were my interpretations. One, and I know gameplay. I'm not a game designer, and I know, but marketing is product. And I'm going to tell you, the screenshots are so bright They are so bright they kind of hurt my eyes to look at. People on computer screens love dark mode. Like dark mode is like so hot right now, and the screenshots are just like, it's just like too bright. And I know this is not a Steam page. This is your game. I know you're trying to create like a desert environment and stuff, but you're going to get complaints. I just know it. So if there's a way to just kind of turn the game down, brightness down a little bit, or give some alternative viewpoints, I'm just going to tell you right up front, like your game, it's so high key, it's like hard to see. And I know that's not the Steam page, it's the game, but I'm just giving you the fair warning. It is so bright, it kind of hurts my eyes. Like I'm getting an eye strain looking at it. It's just so, everything's turned up so bright, like the high key colors. So just watch out for that. The other interpretation that I had looking at your Steam page, I think it's a really interesting concept. A city builder where you build a holy city, like you create the temples. Okay. But what I saw was there was so much in the short description. I'll just read it real quick. Anchor, the Holy City, is a unique village builder game. First, that word unique. I hate the word unique because you don't get to determine if it's unique. Everybody else gets to say that it's unique, not you. So anytime you say it's unique, it's like saying, guys, I'm going to tell a funny joke. And it's like, no, you don't get to say if this joke's funny. We get to say if it's funny. You tell me a joke, then I determine if it's funny. It's a village builder game about growing a thriving town under an all-seeing eye of the gods, construct intricate temples to honor them, and research technologies to counter their wrath, all while expanding your village and contending with ever-growing population. So, I mean, again, I haven't played the game, but I think, and after watching the trailer, it seems like the unique selling proposition, but actually unique, is you're basically making temples. Like you get to design the temples in the village, right? And like in Luxor or somewhere in the Nile or something like that. I think you should lay into, you make the temples, like you design the temple complexes. When you talk about villages under the temples, it kind of muddles it. Then it's like, well, is it a city builder? Because every city builder, you always place a temple, but your unique selling proposition is, no, we build the whole temple. We determine all these things. It's all about the temples. It's all about the gods. It is gods, temple. Yeah, sure, there might be a village, but that's like an accessory. It seems like, based on watching your trailer, I would just triple down on, you get to design the temple. Like, do I get to design where the priests sleep? Do I get to design what the altar place looks like? If that's the case, I would really hammer down on the aspect of the temple aspect. That was the main feedback. So seriously, though, the brightness, you're going to have people complaining about it. I promise you. And then second is focus in on saying you get to design a temple. And if you design it wrong, the gods will hate you. I think that's just a very clear, unique selling proposition that I haven't seen and would be great to feature on your Steam page. Moving on to the next one, the OG Cake Factory. Okay. I'm going to slow scroll on this one. Okay. I don't think I'm cool enough for this game. Okay. And I looked at it, and then I looked on some media, and I think you're secretly a horror game, and you are secretly like subverting all expectations. And I'm not cool enough to know that. And I don't know if that's a good thing. Like I looked on, you've got a ton of followers and stuff like that. And so there are certain games that are so cool and ironic, and like they're these games that people go like, I'm not going to tell you anything about this game. You just got to play it. You just got to play this game. I'm not going to tell you anything about it. Just play it. That's what this game seems like. I suspect, because I'm seeing some stuff. I did some background research and people are talking about this horror game. I don't want to give you any feedback, because if you are one of those games where it's like, just don't even ask any questions, just play this game. I don't want to do anything, but if it's not, and I'm misinterpreting and this is a horror game, then you got to put some horror. I think this is secretly a horror game, that you play this game, you think it's a cake making game, and all of a sudden it goes crazy and then it becomes a horror game. I suspect that's what's going on. So I don't know, like my feedback obviously is the same thing. It's like, this is the same screenshots like 4 times. But like, it turns out the cakes are actually human beings' bodies or something like that. If that's what it turns out to be, cool. That's cool. It just depends on like how much you want to hint that. And I'm not seeing enough hinting, but again, I'm not cool enough for this game. I don't think. I think this is like some Roblox meme that I have no idea, because all of a sudden people are like, oh, it's definitely this type of game. I was like, how do they know? I have no comments on this game because I think I'm not cool enough, or I'm not young enough to understand this. This is probably like some secret YouTube rabbit hole that you could go down, and I just don't get it. So I want to give you feedback because I feel like if I were to add anything, I would ruin the cool factor of this game. So somebody else tell me what the secret is of this game. I think it's secretly that the frosting is made out of human brains or something like that. Let's go to the last one that I'm going to do. The Spell Brigade. Okay, the Spell Brigade is an online co-op survivor-like for 1 to 4 players. Team up with your wizard friends to slay hordes of dark creatures, complete team-based objectives, unlock new upgrades, and create overpowered spells. Synergies, friend nor foe is safe in this friendly fire bullet hell. Scroll down. Create these. Okay. Good. Yeah, so let's see. I had a note for this one. So it seems like Vampire Survivor likes that's co-op, which is good. It's a good combo. Unfortunately, like when I was looking at it, you got Vampire Survivors in similar games you played, but none of your more like this are Vampire Survivors. They're like all these other type of co-op games. They're all co-op games. And I think your tags are kind of a little wonky. So you're showing up in more co-op. You're showing up with the co-op things. I think you were trying to really hammer down like this is co-op Vampire Survivors, but you didn't do enough Vampire Survivors tags. So you're only seeing co-op games. But it might be, but I think your primary audience is going to be Vampire Survivor fans that are missing the co-op. They want more co-op. And so I think that's what you need to do. And the trailer, you are multiplayer. Like I like that you went straight to gameplay, but the way the trailer is designed, I can't tell that it's co-op just by looking at it. If you didn't tell me this was a co-op game, I wouldn't have noticed. And the way I think you can do it is, and it might not be exactly in the game, but in the trailer, you show all 4 players with their names over their head. That's how you know it's co-op, because their names are floating over their head. And you start the trailer on the 4 of them, and they all go off in different directions, and then the trailer starts. Because with Vampire Survivor, like the chaos is so much there, you can't tell what's going on. So until I knew that this was co-op, I just thought they were different fire circles, but I think those are your different friends you're playing with. So you should really start with 4 people in the middle, and then show them like splitting off and then hordes attacking. It just looks like a very beautiful, very good Vampire Survivor likes. It's just the trailer didn't tell me, other than this text, I couldn't tell that it was 4 players. Like it just didn't have enough clues. I just saw like fire rings exploding and stuff like that. So, and I would make that just a little clearer in text, how that works. And the other thing, it says like with friends like these. Let me see. That was one of my notes. With friends. Hang on. I guess I didn't. Friend. Let me find the other tags. Like there was something. I guess I don't know what it is. Friends. Let's see. I think I have to type friends. There was a note I had about friends like me that I think that text blob just didn't hit it. Okay. Oh yeah. I didn't understand this header. Like with friends like these, I just don't get it. Just say like play with 4 friends. That's it. It just seemed too hard to understand. I didn't know what was gonna. So yes, I think you just need to tighten up the fact that it's co-op, that it's 4 players. Vampire Survivors like just really double, triple hammer down on that. You're close, but you're not there. That's it. I'm gonna take 5 minutes of questions. And I'm just going to click it. Good job, Bolt Blaster. Good job. Awesome. Okay, I'm going to go to questions. I'm going to just do 5 minutes of questions. I'm sorry. I tried to get as many as I could. I'm just going to do set a 5-minute timer. Okay, 5-minute timer. Let's go. I'm just going to pull the best questions, or the first questions, I think. Not necessarily the best, just the first ones. All right. Should we avoid descriptors like exciting, novel, the same as unique? Yes, you can't say funny, novel, exciting. Those you don't get to determine those terms. Where can we buy HT Mag merch? I don't have merch. I just want you to buy classes that teach you how to market a game. I don't want you to buy junk. We've got too much junk. So don't buy that stuff. I want you to spend it all in the class. Again, I know I said an hour. If you buy my courses within the hour, including these few minutes, it has to be one of the master classes. I will give you the ideas class for free. And that ideas course is, it's got similar Steam page teardowns, like dozens of them. And I'm adding right now demo ones. And I'm trying to hit all the different genres to find out, like, how do you end a demo? Like, how much do you put in the demo? That's what these demo, They're like Let's Plays, but private and just for you. All about demos. Okay, should we have, let's see. We've realized that we've more of a demo kind of game than a trailer gameplay type of game. And I'm wondering if there's anything we should be careful about before we release a demo. Do you have any suggestions? Mostly asking for the Steam page. No, I mean, the Steam page, yeah, just say all the things. The demo and the Steam page are separate. Like if your game is fun to play, they'll realize it with the demo. Make sure your capsule is good, because the way demos work is you send the demo to a streamer and the streamer will play it. And they like to see very clear genres, very clear, cool looking capsules, so that they will play that game on their stream. That's the secret. That's why demos work, is because streamers have something to play of your game way before you release. So try that. And if you get game marketing ideas, I have that special section where I'm playing through demos and showing the best demos and the best way to make your demo. So let's keep going here. Let's see. It's a what if scenario, but if I make a demo of a multiplayer game, how should I do that? I mean, the cost of relay services or lobby. If I got a load of players, the game is still free and I have a huge debt. Any ideas? Don't make a multiplayer game. I'm sorry, but if you don't have the budget, don't make a multiplayer game. If you can't manage servers and pay for this stuff, multiplayer games are very, very, very hard. They require a lot of marketing, a lot of updates. You got to be constantly updating the game because people get tired of the content, even though it's multiplayer. If you don't have budget and you can't afford servers, don't make a multiplayer game. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be crass, but if you can't afford it, then don't. It's very hard. It's very hard. You're bootstrapping with multiplayer games. You've got to spend a lot of time building that community, and it takes time and it takes money. And if you don't have it, I'm sorry. It is very hard to do a multiplayer game. What class is free? The game marketing ideas is free. So if you buy either of the master classes, after the fact, I will add game marketing ideas. It's this one right here. It's the purple one. So if you go here, it's this purple one. Game marketing ideas I'm giving away for free if during this hour, the next 5 minutes, you buy one of these, the big courses, the pitching masterclass or wishlist masterclass. If you buy either one of those, I'll tack this one on free. It'll take me an hour because I got to go do a few things. When I get back, I have to go in manually and add everybody who bought it during this hour. So don't freak out. Email me if you don't see it, but I will be doing it today. Okay. Let me go into questions. My game is accepted on Cars and Planes Steam Festival. Congratulations. I haven't released a demo. Need advice. Is it better to release the demo before the festival or debut on the event? I think usually those events are very big, very busy. Those events. Here's what I would do. Reach out to streamers right now and say, I've never released a demo. Would you like first crack at it? They like exclusives. See if they do that. And then time that exclusive like a few days before. And I would release the demo 1 or 2 days before the event, just to get it rolling. And I would also beta test within your community just to make sure there's no game crashing bugs. Like if it crashes when you play on an AMD computer or something, AMD chip or something, stupid stuff like that. So test it with your community first, beta test, then roll it out a couple days before the fest with an exclusive from one of the streamers. Okay. Good luck with that. Congratulations on getting into those themed festivals. Change the Steam page. Okay, would it be a good idea to release a game a week or two before Steam Next Fest? No, I don't think so. There's too much other stuff going on. Before Steam Next Fest, don't. You also can't participate in Steam Next Fest. You mentioned earlier to be very careful with tags. Is having less than 20 because it's conservative tag selection? Yeah, Steam gives you all the tags, so use them all. Just go through the tagging wizard. Always play by Steam's rules because they make the rules, and if you're not following the rules, then you're just putting yourself behind. And the timer just went off. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for going to my encore. Again, you got to buy it now. I'm capping it right at this time, 8:10. It's 8:10 my time. So that's when I'm capping the filter. If you don't buy it by 8:10, you don't get the free class. I'm adding that free class to everybody who buys it by 8:10. So good luck, everybody. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I'm doing one more. Actually, 2 more. I'm doing one more live Q&A on the Discord. So join the Discord, and you will. I'm going to do a live call-in show on the Discord. Discord has a pretty good stage system. So if you have more questions, go through that. I'm not doing Steam pages though. Not doing Steam pages. So just attend the thing. It's I think it's tomorrow. I think it is tomorrow. I'll have to check. But there will be a live Discord call-in show. So thank you so much and have a wonderful Thursday. Bye.